Okay, hey guys, it's AJ Theron, and this is the next video in my Cupid Parasite Sweet and Spicey Darling series. And today we're talking about Allan Melville. Oh, look at him. Isn't he so beautiful? So again, I have the character trailer playing in the background. He was our Thieving Parasite in the first game, and Allan and Peter from the first game were my absolute two favorites, just because it's like there's a lot of lore, the story has a lot of depth, and like, oh my goodness, they were my absolute favorites. So I finished Allan's route. I'm gonna start Peter's route after this. But kind of just a catch up from the first game, Cupid Parasite. As you go throughout the game, you find out that Allan is a demon. He's a succubus. So he's not really just like stealing everyone's like girlfriend and hooking up with people. Except for he kind of like visits their dreams and does stuff. And yeah. And what you end up finding out is that originally you and Allan were angels, and you were like little paired angels. So like instead of like one angel soul, you were like twins, so you're two parts of one soul. And for whatever reason, when the gods decided to make you Cupid, they said screw Allan, and he was like, no, the thought of being separated from you is awful. And the gods were like, ha ha ha. Actually, the gods weren't like ha ha ha. Zeus actually felt really bad, but the rules were the rules. Whatever, I guess Zeus couldn't go around the rules, and Allan fell and became a demon, and then you became Cupid. So the story does go on a different rail in the first game, right? So you have like life 1 where you are Cupid, and like by the end of that life, Allan kills you. Lots of kisses and love, but he kills you, and you get reborn as a human, except for you have this divine essence. So demons are after you, so he watches you grow up as a human and is basically your guardian demon. I'm not gonna go all into it because it's actually one of the more complicated routes, but you know, that route when you're like reborn as a human is like 20 years in the future of the rest of the routes. So like all the guys and stuff from the other routes, you don't see, except for occasionally like Zeus pops up. And at the end of the best ending of the route in the first game, you also fall, and you and Allan are demons and live in the demon life. So that's where the fandisc picks up, is you guys are demons. You guys are not kind of immortal, more or less immortal. That's kind of like not entirely % clear, but pretty much immortal, or just live an ungodly long time. And you guys are having the married life, and you guys get married really quickly. Like you start the game and it opens up and you guys are getting married, though it's an abnormal wedding because again, like all your friends from the first life are, you know, kind of don't know you've been reborn. So but it's a fun time. And there, let's see, there's sweet and spicy end, spicy end, sweet end. There's a bad ending, and there's like this bitter sweet ending, which I didn't really feel like it was more on the sweet side than bitter, I feel like. So Allan has like a little extra ending. It's not as bad as like Shelby's extra ending was kind of, I was like, oh no, going through that one. So this one is kind of a good extra ending if we're gonna have it. I'm not going to go into spoilers because I don't ruin the game for you, because you guys should play it. If you liked the first game, you're going to like this one. The only thing I don't like about Allan's route, and I kind of had this issue in the first game too, is like, since, you know, you're like 20 plus years in the future from everyone else, like you don't get to interact with any of the other guys pretty much. So it's kind of just you and Allan on your own. There is Claris, and she does pop up quite a bit, because again, we found out in the first game that Claris is a succubus. And oh yeah, earlier I said Allan was a succubus. He's an incubus because he's a male demon that feeds on lust, I guess. So, incubus. And Claris is the succubus. So, I did thoroughly enjoy getting to interact with Claris and seeing her pop up a lot in this game. And like, she's not hiding anything, right? She's a demon, you know. So it explains a lot from the first game. So yeah, I really liked Allan's route. I really liked the CGs. The story is a little bit not as convoluted as the first one. There's not all these twists and turns. Again, this is a fandisc, so like there's not going to be a bunch of twists and turns. But it's definitely not what I expected at all, or any shape and form. And there's kind of like, I would say like part A of the route and kind of part B, and they do relate when you get to the end. Like there is a connection, but they kind of feel like two little like separate parts of the story and kind of separate parts of your life, which again, you and Allan are now like immortal demons, so I guess that kind of makes sense. But yeah, the fandisc was fun. I love Allan. He is such a good husband. He's all over you. He is so sweet. He's purple. I really like purple. And this right here in the background right now, this is my favorite CG of the game, probably. So, yes, I really loved Allan throughout. If you liked him in the first game, you're gonna like this extra fluffiness in the second game. It's so super sweet and cute. And he's just super duper in love with you. And you know it. And I love it. And I can't gush more about Allan. He's my favorite. I want a standee. I want Allan's standee. So that's it for this video. It's gonna be cut out of the short side. I'm going into Peter's route next. I'm excited about that. I am excited to complete the game. This will be the first fandisc I've completed ever, and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. And thank you to Keymailer and Idea Factory for the review copy that I got through Keymailer. That's it for today, and I hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and I hope you continue to watch as I cover Otome games and gush about how much I love Otome games, while trying not to go into spoilers because I want you to enjoy the game too. It's really hard. I want to just tell you everything that happens in the game, but then that defeats the purpose of playing it. So, but if you like the game, I would love to know. I would love to know, who is your favorite character in the Cupid Parasite series? Do you want more fandisc? I could do more fandisc, just being honest. Like, and I could also do more games by this artist, because gosh dang, these CGs are nice. Okay, for realsies, that's the end of this video. Have a great day, and bye-bye.